how to enter your results into the app. Well, that's a critical one because you need to be able to enter results which will always go not to my official test but my records. Remember the difference? Official test, that's where Universal Sportsman Team is entering results when people come to official tests. My records, everything else which you include in this app is in my records. So how do I enter results? You just need to tap on this big plus on the right bottom corner. You can't miss it. It's this one here on the right side. And you go into insert your result. Here you just select which sport you want to insert. 145 sports at this moment, and two major types of results to be entered. One is measurable sports like sprint, throwing, bench press, many different kinds of sport. I think over 100 sports are measurable. Archery. Then you will always see average results entered into this application, and then you just select your result. Let's say you did 176, then you have to select your correct decade, because this result, was it entered in this decade, previous decade, which one? Was it when you were 15? So that's very important, of course. So you select one of these and then you add result. So let me go back here. Plus, I select sport. Okay, at this moment I'll select something different. Discus 1 kilogram. Average result is 2286 meters. My result would be, I don't know, let's say, well, actually I know, but I will just select here 3806 centimeters. Then I select this decade, which will be 51 to 60 now, and I press add result, and it tells me your result was entered. Let me go back. Some sports are not as easy because it's a tournament format. For example, tennis, badminton, fencing, go-karts, racing. So let me find some sport. A classical one would be tennis, for example. So tennis. First, if you just play with your friend or with your family member and it's two of you, then you just leave number 2 for competitors, and then you either win, you are number 1, or you are second because you lost. If you lost, you have 0 points. If you are first, you see the point changing to 1. So that's the minimum points you can win if you just beat one person. If you are in 3, then you already have a selection up to 3, 4 up to 4, and then tournament would be up to 8 people. And here you can still select, your position. Each position has different number of points. Yeah, third, second, 21 points. If you were first, you have 50 points. Bigger tournament, and there is 128, and you are first, you get 2,000 points. So that's how it works with all tournament type sports, and there is over 20 of them. But first you need to select how many competitors you had, and then your position in the tournament. And then again, you just select relevant decade, and it goes into it. If you had your tournaments in the past decades, just try to remember, look at your data and the statistics, and you can fill it here, and it will give you more points because what's relevant is a decade in which you had those results, and it will add on all 10 years and will give you your final points. And then in the new decade, you start again from 0. If you enter result and then you go to leaderboard, you will not find it there, probably. So you need to update the screen. So you just do it this way. You just pull it down, or in My Data, when you're looking for it, you just pull it down and you see it's rotating on the top, and it will update and actual data will appear there.